welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to click the subscribe button down below and also turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. But today I'm going to be doing a full face of only e.l.f. makeup. I have a bunch of stuff that I have purchased that I've had in my collection. I went to Ulta the other day. I drove an hour to pick up the new Juvia's Place foundation and they did not have my shade in stock. So I ended up just picking up a bunch of e.l.f. stuff, and I also went to Marshall's in the location I was in and they had some e.l.f. stuff over there too. So I literally have a whole basket to do a full face of e.l.f. basically. But so yeah, if you guys want to see my full face of using literally only e.l.f. makeup, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I just put my hair back really quick because it is extremely hot in here, and also, what was my other excuse? Oh, I want my hair out of my face when I'm doing my makeup. And also, if you see this thing right here, it's just my mirror, so I'm sorry if it bothers you. But first I'm going to start off with the eyes. I like to do my eyes first just in case if there's any fallout from the eyeshadow. I don't have to worry about it getting on my concealer and making me have raccoon eyes and all that kind of stuff. But for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm just going to be applying this to my eyes. Okay, so I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes. I have the Chromatic eyeshadow palette in Bird of Paradise. I have the Prism eyeshadow in Naked. I have the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Holy Smokes. And I have the Velvet Touch eyeshadow in Cool Mist. Today, I'm not sure what kind of a look I'm going for. I think I'm just going for like a more pinky look. That's been kind of my vibe lately. I don't really know why. But to start off, I need to set my eyeshadow primer. And my main palette that I want to use for this look is, I think, the Chromatic one because it has more of that pinky purple tones in it. But it doesn't have a cream shade in it. So that's where I have to go into the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette and take this white shade just to set my eyeshadow primer, and I think that's the only thing I'll use this palette for. You can use just like powder too, but it's just going to be easier to use this for me. But you don't have to go and buy this palette just for this eyeshadow. You can literally just use a powder that you set your face with or anything really. Alright, so from the Chromatic eyeshadow palette, I'm going to start off with this light orange shade with a big fluffy brush, and that's going to be my transition shade. I do notice that there's a lot of kickback, like as soon as you stick your brush in there, product goes flying, which is not a huge deal, but if that bothers you, then you probably wouldn't like this palette. So next I'm going to take the next shade over, which is just a little bit darker with a more dense crease brush. And I'm going to focus that into my crease. This shade is not super pigmented at all. I do feel like I have to dig my brush in there to even get a little bit of product. Next, I'm going to take this deep purple right here. It looks more maroon on camera, but it's like a true, like, grape. Not grape. Grape is kind of bright, but it's like a plum purple. I'm going to put that on my outer corner. And this shade is not super pigmented at all. What is going on with my eyes today, girl? Okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I started this eyeshadow look before. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've already tried filming this today. Literally, okay, let me try to explain this best I can. I filmed the intro, and I filmed this part, and it looked like this. So I took it off and refilmed it. And I took it off again because it was doing it again, and I'm refilming it. So it just goes to show that there's something wrong with this eyeshadow that's making it look like this, because I have tried everything to try to get it to not do that, and I can't seem to find anything. Like, it's just not blending. It's super patchy. And yes, this is a very affordable palette, so you really can't complain, but I just don't understand what is going on. Right, because it looks bad on this eye, and then I do it on this eye and it doesn't look that bad. Like, I don't understand. See, this eye looks totally fine, and then there's this eye. and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna try a different brush. Maybe it's the brush I'm using. I'm just gonna take like a really, really dense, small, like pencil looking brush. And I'm really gonna focus it right here. Maybe it's the brush I'm using that's been causing this issue. I'm not sure. It still looks super patchy. Wow, girl, that's bad, huh? I promise you guys, I am not bad at makeup. I don't know why this is happening. Like, this eye looks totally fine, in my opinion, and then there's this eye, and I don't understand what's going on or how to fix it. So I'm in kind of like a stump right now because I'm trying to blend it with a bunch of different colors. I'm trying to pack on the color. Let me try. I'm trying to like pack on color there and it's not sticking, and oh, that sucks because I really wanted this to go well. But I'm not going to take it off and redo it because I'm going to show you guys truly how these products work. So I 100% don't recommend this palette. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the eyeshadow primer or what. Maybe I need to try it with a different primer and it might work better. But as far as right now, I'm not liking this palette at all. I'm going to go into the Mad for Matte palette and see if there's anything I can do to fix this up. I'm going to take a little bit of this orange right here and see if I can try to fix it at all. Alright, so I give up in that department. I really can't get this shadow to blend and to work the way I want it to. I'm super disappointed. I feel like I'm just making this look so much worse by adding more shadows. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is and just go with the flow. Okay, so that was a huge fail. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to fuss with it anymore. I'm going to take the Prism palette though, because I have heard amazing things about this. And I'm going to take this shade right here, the third shade in. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to use a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to put this on my lid. Okay, yeah, we're not using the shader brush. That did absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to use my finger. Oh yeah, that's better. That really sucks. It's literally just that one spot right there, but not much I can do. I really like this Prism palette though. Like if I had like a synthetic brush and not like a really fuzzy one, this would go on awesome. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter color, like the lightest color in the palette. I'm gonna go right over that just to brighten it a little bit. Yeah, I really, really like this palette. The Prism palette is really, really nice. But the chromatic palette, I'm not a huge fan of. If you're new to my channel, I'm very sorry you have to witness this. I know, I promise you, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what is going on with this eyeshadow. I'm embarrassed, to be honest with you. I'm embarrassed, especially if you've never seen me before and you see my eyeshadow looking like this. I'm quite embarrassed. Alright, so let's see if we can cover it with some eyeliner. Maybe do like a wing. I never do a wing. This is the e.l.f. Precision Liner in black. And I'm going to attempt a wing today. Right off the bat, this reminds me of that NYC liner, like tip. And so far it is super black. But I'm going to do this off camera just so I don't get out of focus on y'all. But let me do this off camera really quick and I will be right back. Okay, excuse if my eyeliner is like totally uneven. That was the first time I've done eyeliner without tape in a very, very long time. And I'm actually very impressed. It was actually super easy to do. It didn't take me super long. The wing had a nice flick to it. Even though the bristles, because it's not a felt tip, it's more like a bristly like brush. It is a little flexible. But like I was able to do a wing liner with it pretty easily. It may not be even, but then again, this was the first time I've done eyeliner without having like a tape guide in like forever. So I'm pretty impressed with how this came out. I like the color. It's not a super matte, it's super black, but it's not a super matte black. It is a little bit more of like on the shiny side, which I'm not a huge fan of. But otherwise, like the pigmentation and the way this went on was actually very, very good, and I'm very impressed with it. So this video is not a complete fail because I do like this eyeliner. I wish it was a little bit more matte, but other than that, it's pretty good. Next we have mascara. This is the 3-in-1 Very Black Mascara. And I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes just because that's what I always do when I put on mascara, because my lashes are stick straight. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and give those babies a nice curl. Then I'll go ahead and apply some mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It has like a little like ball on the top, and it's a plastic bristle wand. Okay, so I fixed my eyeliner a little bit because it was really bothering me, but the mascara overall is pretty good. It did give nice length to my lashes. I wish it gave it a little bit more volume, but beggars can't be choosers. Overall, it's pretty good. Like, I'd wear this for a more natural, like, lash day, but it's not, like, the worst. I'd have to see how it wears throughout the day, if it flakes, if it crumbles, if it fades and ends up under my eyes, but otherwise, it's not, like, the worst mascara I've ever tried. It's actually pretty good. Okay, so now moving on to the face. I have 3 different primers I can use, but I think there's one specific one I want to use. I have the e.l.f. Lock On Foundation Glue, the e.l.f. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer, and the Poreless Face Primer. Today I think I'm going to use the Luminous Matte Makeup Primer because I've been eyeing this for a really, really long time. I've been dying to try it. So today is the day where I'm going to try this primer. It says, create a fresh, natural glow with this lightweight makeup primer. This makeup base primes the skin for long wear and also moisturizes, brightness, and refines skin appearance. Silky formula leaves skin fresh and natural looking. Let's give it a try. Oh, it smells like flowers. Like, it literally smells like roses or something. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. The eyeliner does have a very, very strong scent to it. Obviously I can't smell it now, but right when I took it out of the package, it did have a very strong, like, chemical smell. So just be aware of that. Just like this definitely has like a floral fragrance to it. Overall though, I like how this is going on the skin. It's really filling in the pores and giving that luminosity. Oh, I really like that. Okay, so for foundation, I have 2 different shades. One I got at Ulta, and the other one I got at Marshall's. I have the shades Vanilla and Alabaster. I think Vanilla is going to be too dark, so I'm going to try Alabaster first, and if that one's too light, I can always mix them together. This is the, I forgot to mention, this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And I've heard amazing things about this. I used to use this in the past, but I've heard amazing things about it so far. That actually looks really, really pink for me. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of vanilla just to break up, because vanilla is a little bit more gold. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge and go ahead and blend that out. These 2 shades mixed together are actually like pretty much my perfect match, I want to say. It is a little bit on the thicker side. It definitely has a smell. Oh my god, what does it remind me of? Oh, maybe it doesn't have a smell. I just washed my beauty blender. Oh my god, it was so stupid. I was like, what does that remind me of? I don't think it really has a smell. I think I just washed my beauty blender. Okay, so I just finished blending it out. It did oxidize on me, so I had to put a lot on my neck area. But overall, let's see what it looks like up close. Oh, wow. I actually like how that looks on my skin. It definitely has that coverage that I like. Like, it's definitely like a full coverage. Like, if I wanted to make it full coverage, I could definitely put on more. But I really, really like it. It doesn't look too... It looks a little bit cakey on my upper lip, but on my nose and my forehead and elsewhere, it looks really, really good. Dang, I really like that. I'm super impressed. And it doesn't feel like... I feel a little bit, but it's not like super heavy. I like that. I'm not complaining. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I feel like it's getting darker. I could just be crazy, but it's definitely like a foundation that will have to be set. It doesn't feel like it's a foundation that does set into place, so I'm definitely gonna have to go over it with some powder. But let's do concealer. I haven't even opened this yet. This is brand new. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand, so hopefully this shade works out for me. I've been dying to give this a try, so I'm super, super excited. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure all of you guys have heard things about this. I'm super late on the bandwagon, but let's just give it a try. I think I dropped some on me. No, I didn't. This reminds me right off the bat because of the smell. It reminds me a lot of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer that you guys know I love. Right off the bat, that's what the smell reminds me of. Oh no, I've heard that this dries super fast, so I probably shouldn't have done that. My bee, home dog, my DB. My DB. Oh, they're gonna blend this out quick. Wow. That looks phenomenal. I can definitely smell something. I don't know whether it's still the primer, if it's the foundation, but something definitely has like a strong scent that's not going away. I'm not like super sensitive to smell, so it doesn't bother me, but if you are, like, just be aware, because there's definitely something that like has like a scent that's not going away, which I don't really mind. I'm like whatever about it. But this eyeshadow though, oh my god, this eyeshadow is so bad, but everything else has been awesome. Besides, it's just the eyeshadow that's like not awesome. Everything else is like perfect. Next I have a powder. This is the Sheer Tint Finishing Powder in Fair/Light. So hopefully this will lighten my foundation a little bit. It might not even be too dark, but for me, like, I don't know, I feel like it looks a little dark. Oh, look at the component. I love that. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes first. Okay, that completely darkened my other under eyes. Oh no. Okay, my under eyes look orange right now because of that powder. So I'm just gonna go over it with my sponge and brighten it up. So now, what's next? Blush. Next I have this e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. This is in Fiji. I really, really love this. I've actually used it before. It's definitely not a brand new product. I'm gonna take that bronzer and just warm up my cheeks. Now this stuff I really, really like because it does blend out pretty easily. So you don't have to worry, like if you do put a little bit too much, you can definitely like blend it, no problem. I'm gonna take this blush now and put it on my cheeks, and this is pigmented, so just a warning. Alright, so now for highlight. As you guys know, the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearl is one of my favorites, but I think I'm gonna go with something a little bit different today. I have the Blush Gems highlighter. I don't know if this is gonna be light enough. No, that's a little dark, so maybe I won't use that. I also have a baked blush in Pinktastic, but it's like a highlight. So I think I'm gonna use that today. I haven't used this in a hot minute. Now with these e.l.f. Baked highlighters, don't be scared to dig your brush in there. Because if you don't get the best pigmentation sometimes. Because it is a drier formula because it's baked. So don't be scared to dip your brush on in there. Like I literally end up with highlighter all over my hands because that's how hard I dig my brush in it. I'm going to take a smaller brush with that same highlighter. I'm going to highlight my inner corner. And also my brow bone. Okay, so for brows, I'm going to be taking the Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. I haven't used this in forever. I don't even know if I still like it, but we're going to see today. Okay, so my camera stopped recording on me, but I literally am already done filling in my eyebrows. Like that took like 5 seconds, I'm not even joking. I wish it was a little bit more of a precise brow pencil, but overall the color is like perfect for my brows. But yeah, I definitely wish it was like a little bit more precise because the nub on here is just a little bit too thick for me that I can't like get like skinny lines. It has to be like thicker, but otherwise I really, really like this stuff, and I remember I used to love this stuff back in the day. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish on my under eyes. I'm basically just going to use the same colors that I used on my lid. I'm going to pop that on my under eyes and I will be right back. I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff, so just give me 1 minuto. 1 minuto, señorita! Or chicas. Not señoritas, chicas. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows. I have this Wow Brow Neutral Brown Volumizing Fiber Gel. Oh my god, this is so cute. I didn't think it was gonna be this little. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, that's adorable. So, anywho. Oh, it smells like wall paint. I'm just letting you know right now, if you paint your room and you smell that like paint, that's what this smells like. Everything has like a really strong scent. And I'm not a person that's super sensitive to scent, but I know most people are. That's why I like to point those things out, just so you guys are aware. Because I would hate for you guys to go buy something that I recommended and you're like, girl, it stunk. And I'm like, oh, girl, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you it stunk. But I really like that brow gel. That went on really, really nicely, and I feel like it filled in the sparse areas that I missed. The color is awesome, and so far I'm like pretty impressed. Lastly, I have this e.l.f. liquid matte lipstick in the shade Blushing Rose, which I think is going to be super pretty with this look. All the other colors they had at Ulta were like bright, I think, or they were out of stock, so I just got this one. And I can't open it. Oh, it goes on like butter. It's not dry. It's like goes on like chapstick. Oh, I can't stop. It feels so good. It's so soft. And I love the doe foot because it's like, it's got a nice, I gotta stop talking while I'm trying to do this, but it's got a nice point to it, so I can almost like kind of line my lips, which is awesome. I am very, very impressed with that lip color. Now, personally, I don't think I'd, like, on camera, this lip color looks really bad with this eyeshadow look, but in person, like, the lips match the eyeshadow. So, I don't know how I feel about it. Ooh. It's, like, already dry. It's got a little stick to it, but once it dries completely, it's super lightweight. I don't even feel it on my lips right now. It doesn't feel like that cakey, like, you know how if you wear like a liquid lipstick, it's like cakey feeling? It feels like I have nothing on my lips. Where has this been all my life? I love this. What the heck? I don't feel like I have anything on my lips right now, which I love. It's not drying. It's super soft going on, super thin, not super cakey. I am very, very, very impressed. Alright, so I want to say the only thing that I really disliked in this whole video was probably the eyeshadow palette, because I had some really like problems. I had some tough issues blending that out. And then also the powder, I wasn't a huge fan with it under my eyes because it did darken on my under eyes a lot. But otherwise, like, this powder all over your face is fabulous. So just keep that in mind. Like, if this powder will darken up your under eyes, so just be aware of that. But otherwise, the only thing I really didn't like was this eyeshadow palette, the chromatic eyeshadow palette. Everything else worked fabulous. I love the foundation. I love the concealer. I want to say my favorite items. I'm like looking down at the mirror because I want to kind of describe what I'm seeing to you guys in real life. But I want to say the few products that I really, really liked were the concealer, the lips, and the primer were my all-time favorite products from this whole look. Everything else is pretty good. Like that highlight, it still looks good. Like everything else is good, but my favorites are the concealer, the primer, and the lips, because you have to try this lip stuff. It's freaking amazing. I don't even feel it on my lips right now. It feels awesome. But so yeah, I definitely recommend e.l.f. if you're looking for a good full face of products under like about $60. Like literally, it's insane. I think I've definitely spent under $100, but probably around 60 bucks on everything for a full face, which is like crazy, crazy nuts, including all the palettes I got. But so yeah, I really like e.l.f. and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I wish the eyeshadow turned out a little bit better, but everything else looks bomb and I'm so happy about that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. I would love to do more one brand full face tutorials. I asked you guys on Instagram and e.l.f. was the first one to win, but I want to do like Wet n Wild, Makeup Revolution, like CoverGirl. I want to do a whole bunch of them, but I only want to do a whole bunch if you guys like these videos. So be sure to let me know in the comments down below and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell. I always start on that part. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And so yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye.